Ah, let's all take a deep breath, become more fully centered in this now moment. And together, let us know that whatever we are called to face or overcome, create or love or forgive, we can of this moment let go of the worry over how will we be strong enough or good enough by ourselves to meet the task. Because by the grace of God, my friends, we are not alone. There is a presence and a power that is transcendent and indwelling. The mighty power of God's presence can be accessed and transformed on the physical plane each and every day for each and every one of us. There is a power that is singing the song of life through each of us. Listen now. Listen. Listen to your own heart song. For this is God's gift to the universe, flowing through and as you. Taking a deep breath. Let us now release all tension, all worry or doubt. For we rest within this safe and caring community. Let us know the truth of our being. Each and every one, we are perfect children of God. Let us learn how to receive God's blessings graciously. Let us learn how to better listen to God and to talk to God from within the depths of our soul. Learning each day how to better share the joy and grace we feel as God's song of life. Each of us hearing a different song, yet sharing the same experience of being lovingly held by all that is good and true and holy. Know this: God is here, and all is well. Namaste. We are richly blessed. Namaste. And so it is. Let's all take a deep breath. Become fully present in this now moment. Earlier this week, I chanced across the phrase, a successful life. And so this week I've been wondering, what is my definition of a successful life? What is yours? What path would you select if you knew it led to a very successful life? Often, our outer images of a successful life is measured, well, by the accumulation of possessions. Or on the inner level, that we will succeed in feeling good about who we are. We all can get caught up in a comparison game of having, well, more stuff, or seeming wiser, perhaps, or more important, maybe, than someone else's role. And then I read a story that really helped me to get my bearings. I'd like to share it with you today. It was a story about a tourist and a businessman vacationing at a small, sleepy village near the ocean. As he sat on the beach, he watched the fishermen row back and forth with several large fish. The businessman was impressed with the fishermen and asked, "How long does it take for you to catch those fish?" The fisherman replied, "Oh, just a short while." "Then why don't you stay longer and get any more fish?" And the answer was, "Because I like to sleep late and then eat and play with my children. And well, then I like to take a siesta every day with my wife. And then we stroll into the village each evening where we sip wine and play guitar with my friends." The businessman offered a suggestion to the fisherman. "I've got a PhD in business management. I could help you become a more successful person. From now on, you should spend more time at sea and try to catch as many fish as possible. When you have saved enough money, you could buy a bigger boat and catch even more fish. And then soon you would be able to afford more boats and, well, set up your own company." Businessman continued to lay out a master plan of expanding a business, going full scale. Well, perhaps even selling out and going to Wall Street for investments. Retiring a wealthy man. Well, what would I do then? Asked the fisherman. Oh, you could do all the things you like. Sleep, eat, take walks on the beach, drink wine, and spend time with your wife and your friends. The fisherman looked quite puzzled, and he scratched his head. But I have all that now. I have all that now. There's a quote from Kipling. Be aware of over concern for money or position or glory. Someday you will meet a person who cares for none of these things. And then, my friend, you will know how poor you really are. Perhaps the businessman reassessed his own definition of success as he spoke with this fisherman. Certainly, the fisherman was aware that he loved his simple life. I ask us today, do you love the life you are living? Are you in love with life itself? It's not that I see any inherent evil, dreaming of wine or beach vacations or toys that brings you joy. It's just, I don't think that there ever comes an end to the chase game. That is the chasing of objects, of power, of accomplishment, or greater security as a means of feeling good about who you are. I don't think that the most meaningful forms of success come from outside of us. And it's not so much about what we do, but rather, I believe, how we do it. From what consciousness, what stage of awareness does each act arise? What sense of connection and unity with all that is and is experienced within each now moment? Whether we're walking on the beach or volunteering at a soup kitchen or doing yoga or starting our own business or simply participating in a large family group. The only deeply satisfying sense of success will come from the how we view it, how we frame it in our minds, how we value it in each and every now moment. I learned this lesson from a lifelong, Now listen to all this. I learned this lesson from a lifelong, devoted, and baptized in the river, conservative, primitive Baptist who never missed a Sunday, never, ever missed a Sunday kind of church goer. My grandmother, Millie Collins. She understood that success was in how we felt about ourselves and if we affected good feelings in others. I recall that during a big, scary thunderstorm when I was younger, she led us down into her basement. She brought her transistor radio and turned it to gospel music to cover up the noise from the storm. And when I got bored, she tasked me with counting all the jars of homegrown vegetables she had put up, as we say down home, that she had put up from the last harvest, as if she didn't already know. As if this was a vital and meaningful task to her. But now, in retrospect, I guess it was not because I gave her new information, but because she gave me, a very young child, the experience of success, of being useful and helpful. She succeeded in making me feel like I was a real contributor to a common effort, a part of a bigger whole, and that we were important to each other. We habitually think about what we want in life, the kind of work and relationships we want, the kind of world we want to live in. Creating a vision, setting goals, and using positive affirmations for what we want to become. Perhaps for some, it's bravery or compassion or creativity or flexibility, curiosity or accountability, or simply general mindfulness. Restlessly asking, who do I have to become in order to believe I'm successful? We all do what my husband, the engineer, calls reverse engineering. Start with a goal. In the long run, where or how we do, where do we want to end up? And then take stock of all of our available resources. What is missing that we yet need? Dwelling on what is incomplete. But Unity teachers, such as the Jafalas, the creators of the Quest program, teach us that right here and right now is as green as the grass is going to get for us to become who we really are. Within you, within all of us, is the potential for happiness and success that is not insufficient, that does not diminish over time. We will never have more potential for happiness or prosperity and wholeness than we have right here and now. Never more of an opportunity for peace and love than exists for us in this now moment, right here, right now. When we were conceived in the mind of God, we were all given what we needed. My friends, God holds nothing back. It is our choice if or when or how to use the God-given potential within us. It is our choice to live mindfully, to see the gift within each and every moment, within each encounter. Our practice can be used more skillfully as a means of perceiving and receiving more loving ways of expressing. It is our choice, and the moment, my friend, is now to act in ways that bring more of what is good and true and beautiful into our life. We can each and every day, know that a greater good is emerging. We're not alone, for there is a presence and a power that is transcendent and indwelling. A power, my friends, that is singing the very song of life through each and every one of us. So let this be our prayer as we each move forward to shape successful lives, to co-create with God a blessed consciousness of the living Spirit moving through and as us in each and every moment. May our joy be full and our sense of wholeness complete. May we abide in a conscious connection with all those around us and all that is. My friends, may our souls sing. For then we will have realized true success. Namaste, my friends. Namaste. So it is.
What would I do if I knew I could not fail? If I believed with the wind always full of myself, how far would I go? What could I achieve? Trusting the hero in me. Raise his head where true believers dare to tread. I never lose faith, even when losing my way. Take if I were brave. What would I do today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What would you ask if you knew you could have anything? Like the mighty oak sleeps in the heart of a seed, are there miracles in you and me? You know there are. Pray. What would I do today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? I refuse to listen to the voice of fear, with the voice of courage whisper in my ear. Maybe this is what I hear. What would I do today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? Thank you. If I were brave.
I am so very grateful. Music to me is essential in our services. It carries the message deeply into our heart. That particular song has helped me overcome many of physical battles. And it became sort of like my internal anthem of overcoming and leading a more successful life after many physical setbacks. It had deep personal meaning, and I am so blessed to be in a community of people who not only get that, but musicians that are willing to learn new songs at the last minute to make my vision complete for the service. So thank you all so much.